Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ember BTC channel. Today's video will be a BTC market update where we take a quick look at the BTC chart. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So in our previous market update video last Tuesday, we were in and around this region where we had found a short bit of support before finding resistance on a short retracement up. We broke down through with this big red candle and then found some support in this region, which I'd more anticipated that we might have an SFP of this low, but we front ran it, and then I thought again we might find resistance on our retracement, but we broke up through it quite strongly with some momentum, and now we have found some resistance in and around this previous range low, and we've dropped back down towards this key SNR zone. So if we drop down to the 4-hour time frame, we can take a clearer look at what is occurring around these key levels. So we did have this initial run up and then of course broke down as we highlighted on the daily time frame. When we bounced, we found initial small minute resistance, but quite quickly broke through it with momentum. I imagine there was a lot of short liquidations above this high, which is kind of a nice confluence for this short scalp. So we have a naked point of control in this region as well. So you have confluence between the naked point of control, the high that creates the SFP, and then of course the key instrumental region is this previous range low, which we found resistance at. Now we are in a really interesting area. We have this naked point of control below, and then we have an additional one much lower down. So it becomes about, do we think that we can flip this level again, this key SNR zone, and create a support, and even potentially this naked point of control down here could act as a potential support area if we were to drop even further down into it. And of course this black line, which is the range low and the previous range high of this lower down consolidation over here. So there is decent confluence in that area, but really to see any sort of consideration for a strong bullish momentum and not just a ranging price action between, I guess, this wider region now, is can we find support here, get back above this high, and of course I imagine we'll find some resistance in this area, but then flipping back onto this level, which will be nice confluence now with this plot of price action on these current down close candles, and then break back above in around that 116k level. So this would have been a really nice scalp short, of course, and I'm sure if you drop down even onto the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we had the run up, broke down through, we got a little retracement here towards these lows, which then would have been a nice entry trigger with a stop above this high. First take profit, of course, in and around this region, just given this is such a key SNR zone. Maybe a second take profit in and around the naked point of control. Now it becomes about, do we bounce here? And of course this area here could be a strong zone to look for a bounce. And are we able to push up? Or do we find ourselves in a position where we have this region, we break down through, and then we get the bearish underside retest with the naked point of control, which should be red, the naked point of control further down, acting as a draw for liquidity given this really tight knit consolidation, and then I guarantee the stacked liquidity resting below these lows. So to summarize it, as most of you have known, I was a strong spot buyer on these big down close candles, specifically these ones, and in and around this region. And now on some of the spot, I've started to take profits, of course, in the regions that I know are potential reversal points. You don't ever know exactly which level, but it's better to be safe than sorry, especially when it comes to taking profits. So now it becomes a case of, do we push up further? Of course, having some spot bags would be nice on them moves, which we have accumulated again on these lower retracements. And then from a trade perspective, are we able to maybe get some longs into here if this area acts as support? Or is this the local top on this retracement and we've put in, say, our lower high here, and then this is our second lower high on the higher time frames, and that we're going to break down through and then find a trigger for a short trade in something like this towards this naked point of control, these lows, and then this range low all the way over here. So similar to the last market update video, it was a very interesting area to make this video, and a lot could change quite quickly in and around this region. If we do find support and just push on up, then of course, as I highlighted, this would be a really nice level to flip, especially in confluence with this bearish retest looking to flip it back to support. Or do we get this trade down here? Or again, the short opportunity if we were to break down from here. So that's all for today's quick BTC market update video. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment what your thoughts on the current market are, and I'll see you guys in the next one.